How big is it?
350. You ain't fitting through that.
There's only one way to find out. Go on, get out of my way, let's have a go. Have to wiggle through this.
Breathe in.
I fit. I'm in and up and conquered. Beautiful. As you can see, I fitted. Right, I've had my dinner. I've got through it again, so that's twice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start laying the first floorboards here. We're going to start with the edge, bang smack on the beam here, and then we're going to see how much I've got left at the end to cut the next piece up there. Once I've cut all three to size, then we're going to fit them, fit all four boards up. There'll be glue. The glue joints and screws, and we'll go from there. Now, if any joint overlaps or actually is in fresh air, we'll have to put another noggin in to get those sorted. Make sure we've got full support. So, Joe, you're going to give us a hand for this? So bang smack in the middle of that one. Doesn't matter, this will be all sped up. Don't fit it in the tongue. That it, yeah?
Do you want the tongue in the middle or the overlap?
The overlap.
You want the overlap in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, too much.
Just a bit. Do you want it over it?
More or less.
So where's the edge of the work?
The edge of this?
Yeah.
Bang in the middle?
Bang in the middle.
Do you want
That's
it
the edge, yeah?
The edge?
I need to put a noggin in here. Right, but first, I've got to take measure in my pocket. So we measure this one, so out of the way. So this is where it's going to fit. That's bang smack in the middle. I'm going to have to put an extra noggin on here because I can't get no screws in fresh air. And then measure 10mm from the edge. And we're looking at 1,230. That's what we're after. So we're going to mark one of these up. So I've got that bang smack in the middle of the rafter there, and as you come up to this side, the actual edge is in fresh air. There's no rafter underneath there. So I'm going to stick a noggin in there. So I'm going to screw directly into the noggin, which is screwed directly into the rafter that we have there, or the beam, whichever one you call it. 1,230 is what we're going to cut. So from this edge here. $1,230 there. Just check. That's perfect. And that should leave a 10mm gap. Now, if you didn't know, you can use these saws against this edge, and that should be 90 degrees perpendicular to the edge that I'm going to mark off from. So from there to there. That should be right there. So if you're not happy about that, you can then go and use a straight edge. I'm going to use my spirit level because that's nice and straight. Line up both lines, and then quick line across there. Bosh. Check my value again. 1230. Check that from there. 1230. Perfect. So that's what we're going to do that. So I'm going to just use because it's at the edge and it's 10mm away from the front, from the end. What I'm going to do is use my saw to chop that off. Not this saw. Use my circular saw there. Right. I'll pass the power over, Joe. So what I'm doing here is setting the depth of the saw so it goes through the floorboard, which you can see there. It goes through the floorboard and we're not going too excessive over there. We're going to just jack this up slightly so I can actually get a clean cut all the way through without cutting the bottom one. Do you want to lift this side up, Joe? Yeah. Whenever using an extension lead, just unwind it all the way. It's not going to trip anybody over. Just be careful how you use it. If you don't, it's going to generate heat, melt it, and then create a fire. So just make sure you do that. Right, in you go. Make sure you don't cut the cable. Get it into position, and away we go. All the way through. Beautiful. The first thing we're going to do is check for any damage to the tongue and groove. All good on this side. All good on that side. Check the front. Perfect. Okay, so let's get that sorted. I've got two 5mm spacers, I haven't got no 10. And that's what we're going to use to set the first board up. Now I've got some spares in my pocket because I know, as eggs is eggs, they're going to drop straight through downstairs. So I'm going to make sure I've got a couple of spares in my pocket, which I have. Let's go and do this first one, Joe. Come on. So we're using this is a super wood adhesive as I use for this. That's what is recommended for the floorboards. Bit on this one. That's it, done. Right. So there's our first one. I'm going to screw that in. Now we're only going to put the first two screws in here and the middle two screws, okay? So when I'm screwing this down, all I'm going to be doing is screwing just the front and the middle down, not the far end. I want that to lift up a little bit so I can get the next board under. Going to use this SPAC screw for floorboards. It comes with a Torx bit, that comes with a kit with the screws, and we're going to screw those in. So as I said, going to screw the first ones through and the middle ones through, and then we'll leave the other ones loose so it helps us get us the next board in. Right. This is where I'm using the spirit levels with straight edge to mark the centre lines of the beams or joists, and using the tape measure to measure 40mm from the edge on front and back, and one at 300mm bang smack in the middle. Right. Let's screw this in and see how it happens. Not bad screws. So what I'll do is go and sub-flush, flush the sub-flush, don't catch your toes on this if you're doing anything else. If you don't have a carpet in there to start off with. up just a touch. That's good. They're bloody good screws. Right, that's the first one. So on with the second one. What we're going to do is get the next board in and screw it down. Once we've done that, I can then put the extra board here to give it a bit more support in there. Right, Jojo,
Yep.
let's move that board out of the way. Are the grooves okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's measure the last one, 10mm from the end. Okay. What you got? 10mm from the end?
Yeah.
So 2060. Let's take that one off. Yeah. 2060. And you can see there the noggin that I had to put underneath, so the each end of the board was fully supported. I've gone overboard there, but rather be overboard than underboard, if you know what I mean. Right, so you're on top. With the noggin underneath this board, and I'm putting it, I've added the 3 extra screws in here. You can see just about there. So I've now got these screws onto the noggin, which is into the joist, and these 3 screws are into the joist underneath here. So I've got full support at both ends of this board. It's a shame it was just on the edge, but I wasn't going to take any chance on that, so I've got that sorted. Boom, headshot. When they do screw these, is that you're supposed to screw at the ends, in the middles, and at both ends, there and there, wherever it is, and then screw in the middle. That should be sufficient enough. So I decided to screw here, miss one, and then do another one. Miss one and do another one. And I still wasn't satisfied. So just to keep me happy, I've done every joist as we go along, every board. Now you notice there are no screws in this side here. That helps me have some little bit of flexibility of the board when I slide the next one in here.
Where is he? Well, you can't get up there anymore. Dad, where are you? Where are you?
I'm over here.
Well, how did you get up there?
It weren't easy, baby. Hey, I used to be a good gymnast when I was a kid. Go around the side there, you'll see the ladder.
Oh, that way.
Just mind your eyes as you go up. So today's progress, we've laid all the floorboards on this side, moved the plasterboard that was there, in that gap there, over here. I put it in 2 piles to spread the load. Floorboards are over here, so easy for me to come and lay over here. So when I'm up here tomorrow, I'll be shifting all this off, clearing all this jibber jabber, laying some more floorboards. That give me lay some more floorboards upwards. That gives me space to put all this crap over here, and then I continue to finish the rest off. Actually, my plan is if I go from here to where just past the ladder in front of this pile of wood, that gives me plenty of space to go and finish off the woodwork up here. So in between the purlins that you see here, and then from there, I've got to fix that bit as well. That's on the outside. Beautiful stuff.